Aquarius, I feel like a lot of you have been going and going and going and working and working and working. And I want you to also honor the rest and to let go and just allow the universe to reveal the next step for you effortlessly, okay? Welcome to your Sagittarius season Tarotscope. So, my beautiful Aquarians, I'm sure most of you know this, but for fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, 2021 has been very intense. There's been a lot of frictional, challenging aspects in the cosmos. So if you're still recovering from Scorpio season, or if you just felt like you worked your tail off, you're definitely not alone. When I was channeling, the energy of you just swimming and swimming and swimming kept coming through, and I was like, oh, cool, like this is a nice energy, but it wasn't in terms of fitness or connecting with water energy. It's like you were trying to escape a shark that was chasing you. So some of you feel like you have this impending deadline, or you're racing against the clock, or just feel like you're trying to keep your head above water almost. It was interesting. You just kind of, it's almost like I was telling the image, like, just stop swimming, or stop working so hard. And then you're able just to float. And then you turned around, there was nothing chasing you anymore. So I think for some of you, you might be putting additional pressure on yourself, either to perform or to excel or to move forward when you don't necessarily need to. Purple kept coming through a lot. So of course, intuition, third eye chakra. If you want to connect, let's say with amethyst or the color purple with your wardrobe, I would very much recommend that. Also too, just floating. So if you can just suspend yourself in a float tank, or if you have access to a body of water, even just taking a bath or connecting with shower, that water energy, I would strongly recommend it. Not feeling like you have to move or be turbulent, and just be still. Because I also think from the cards, there can be offers of love, of opportunity to connect further in with even water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And June 8th, 2022 also came through Aquarius. So if you've been looking for like a deadline, or you want to set a goal, or you've been waiting for something big to manifest, Gemini season of 2022, or just June 8th, for whatever reason, that date came through very succinctly, okay? So let's move into the cards, shall we? Also a little note, Aquarius, I'm using a tarot deck called the Steel Wizard tarot deck. I really like it because a lot of the symbolism is connected with that kind of whimsical energy of Sagittarius. And also, there's extra bonus cards in here that aren't in the regular Rider-Waite deck. So let's see if any of those pop up, shall we? First, we have the Knight of Cups with the Three of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Swords. So this is a very interesting combination for me, Aquarius, in terms of opportunities of love or expansion, or allowing you the choice of where you want to expand. What are you wanting to feel into? Taking that time to really maybe reevaluate, or really look to where you want to live, where you want to travel, where you wish to expand at this point in time. A really big energy with the Three of Wands is that it's looking forward into the future. You can have this general outline, or you know a little bit of what you're working towards, but maybe just getting those details in place further. I also like too, in this card, you can see an energy too of someone reaching out to help or to support. So if there's someone in your life that you are now taking into consideration, whether it's friend, lover, colleague, business partner, family member, whoever that may be, you may be not just making this choice independently, but you're wanting to build something with another person. And I think that's where this Knight of Cups energy can come in, is that you're not just maybe thinking about yourself, in this case, and what's only going to benefit you, but you're thinking about others. And not that you don't normally, but maybe before you would be able to be more decisive in your decision making because you know what's going to serve you best. But now you're entering into a time where there's more factors in play, which is maybe why we want to just take a step back and make sure these details are as clear and concise as possible. And then we also have this Knight of Swords energy, which is telling in the sense that it could be like a hurry up and wait, or you want all these opportunities to come in now, or you're getting restless and you just want like, go, 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 let's do this. But we still need to really honor this Three of Wands transitional period. And honestly, Aquarius, we have the eclipses taking place right now. So these portals, these quantum leaps, things accelerating in your favor, are very likely, even just being cautious with the Knight of Swords, even to like what you're saying when you are negotiating or when you're thinking and manifesting, just being very careful, given that, of course, Aquarius is an air sign. And for me too, this is not getting fixed in your thought patterns of what needs to happen or what needs to take place. I think that can also help things too. It's like getting specific on what you want, but then letting go of the how. It's like, okay, I know I want this, all of this at this level with this type of energy, and then let it go. And with the Knight of Cups too, this is interesting that in this version, they're on a beach and connecting in with like that water energy specifically. So this can also be a mindset of connecting back in with that. I want to see just connecting in for what you honestly are feeling right now. And if there is any kind of fear or hesitation or just pure joy and pure bliss, navigating that. Because obviously, many of you know with manifestation, you're really linking into how you are feeling and not maybe necessarily what you want or need, but the feeling that you're going to have when that manifestation comes through, or when that dream home closes and you get possession, or when that love proposes, or when you find that lover, that feeling that we're cultivating. And maybe just starting from that place too. And maybe this is a time where you're really going to prioritize your feelings, your emotions, your relationships, Aquarius, over serving the collective, working on business, supporting your family. It's more so now about you welcoming in these messengers, these knights, to help you grow and expand. And a lot of this could really take place very quickly, given everything that's taking place. And remember, Aquarius, Jupiter, planet of expansion, joy, good fortune. This is the last full zodiac season that Jupiter will be in Aquarius. On December 28th, Jupiter will ingress into Pisces. So take advantage of that benevolent energy and kind of that faith of releasing all expectations, of letting go. And again, this water energy, kind of swimming, trying to outrun yourself or trying to outrun something that is just coming from inside the house, coming from within inside yourself. And then just being like, this has worked for me in the past, but now I'm taking into account others that are going to support me. Let's build together with these more intimate relationships. I think is really going to be a main focal point. And I mean, in terms of that long-term commitment, long-term love, that's that quintessential Capricorn, Venus in Capricorn that we have going on right now. So if some of you also have Capricorn placements in your natal chart, then of course you're going to be thinking more long-term, and maybe just making that commitment with someone significant may cause some anxiety or fear to begin with. But moving forward, I think it's going to be very beneficial. Let's see what else is coming through for Aquarius. Yeah, residency, it's like boom. Residency just keeps coming through again and again. I think a lot of you also too may be facing this timeline or deadline of wanting to peg in or really cement where you're going to be living or where you want to live, or kind of getting a contract in place or closing on a home. And I think, again, just releasing that and knowing exactly what you want and maybe what you're wanting to call into that home with regards to family or partnerships, that's also something that will help make it more clear, or it might be a missing piece of the puzzle. But for some of you, I think that home family aspect is something that you'll be focusing on during this Sagittarius season. Green pears are also kind of coming through as well for food or nourishment, or just something that can also help. Green, heart chakra, love, expansion, all the things. And just kind of like ripeness. It's like the perfect, when you bite into a pear and it's not hard, it's not hard. It's just like the perfect juiciness, so to speak. So I think it's almost like everything is ripening up for the picking, for you to really fully enjoy it. So just know that and honor that. And it's also too, you know, sometimes when you purchase something or when you buy something, you're like, I'm going to wait in order to celebrate this until I am worthy of celebrating this or until I have something to celebrate for. I think now it's like, no, just celebrate now. Celebrate as if it's already happening, and don't just hold off before you can bite into that pear, so to speak, okay? And power moves too. I just keep seeing this crown like circling. I was like, okay. So with regards to connecting with affluent people or people in a higher echelon, or just you really stepping forward and gaining more recognition and more power for the work that you're doing, well deserved, of course. Yes, and I mean, these cards speak for themselves. We have the Sun, the Empress, and the Knight of Pentacles. Everything that you want is already yours. You are birthing this new project, this new passion, potentially even a child, honoring this beautiful divine feminine, and lots of money and opportunity coming forward. So let's break down these cards one at a time. The Sun card, we really are honoring everything that we want, things that are going to make us happy, things that are going to bring us joy. I also think too, with this energy of Pegasus kind of emulated here in this card, and even these little daisies, this longevity, this vitality, honoring your health, your stamina. Like I said, these eclipse energies can be very intense, especially for those of you who are tapped into the collective consciousness, who are serving the collective. So just be very aware of your energy levels of this time, because there's a lot cooking in the oven, so to speak. And some of you may be pregnant or pregnant with an idea that you're wanting to birth. And we just talked about, like I said, that crown energy of you stepping into more power or connecting to people that have a lot of impact in this world. And I mean, hello. For me, this is like the Jupiterian blessings that we were just talking about before, where things can just land on your lap, where opportunity will be knocking. And so I think that's probably why for the first half of this reading, we're talking about just getting very clear, emotionally connecting to your manifestations, calling in or prioritizing the people that you love and making those decisions together. Also, like I said, with that Three of Wands, leaning on support. You don't need to do this all by yourself. And so for some of you, if you need help, ask for it. If you are growing in business, hiring more people to support you. I think there's just gonna be a lot of expansion very quickly, and taking a step back to recalibrate to get even more clear on where you're going will just aid in that expansion that much more. One thing with the Knight of Pentacles that I really affiliate with is that being mindful of those routine things that may not be enjoyable, but that you know are going to serve you. So like little things maybe of doing the dishes every single day, stocking up your fridge, going for that walk, meditating, paying all your bills on time, whatever that is for you, or if there's something that you consistently push off and that you don't make a priority, I want you to put the diligent time and energy into those parts of your life, because everything's about to expand right now. So it's almost like with that Three of Wands, Knight of Swords energy, we want to make sure that the foundation is rock solid, that there aren't really any cracks at all, that we're patching that up. So when this expansion is coming through, we can just sit back and enjoy the ride, because it's going to be a beautiful one and well-deserved. Like I said, Aquarians, in my opinion, have been really holding a lot of space for everyone for this entire year. So for me, this is kind of like the reward, that everything that you've been putting forward this entire year, you get to be blessed and get to receive it and get to welcome the love, the power, the money, the blessings, a lot of them. That Knight of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles, it's almost like you're gonna have like a lot to choose from. And naturally, as you're growing, expanding, you're signaling to the universe that you're ready for more, and everyone's gonna want a piece of the pie, so to speak. So choose wisely based on what's gonna be serving you and the people that you love moving forward. So Aquarius, that is my general reading for you this Sagittarius season. If this resonated, please feel free to share and tag with a fellow Aquarius, or tag them below. If you want to book a one-on-one reading to go into this further, all of my availability for the rest of the year is now up on our website. And if you want to say thank you, all tips and donations are greatly appreciated to support content creation here at Stillwater Alchemy. The link for that can be found in our bio. All right. Have a beautiful Sagittarius season. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.